struggling with the saw. I mean, it's smoking, bro. It's smoking. I'm gonna try to put a fresh blade in and see if it does any better, but I'll probably be having to go buy a new saw. I want to stick with the Dewalt because I got the batteries for it. I mean, I got Makita batteries too. I guess I go with Makita. I think it's a better saw, but yeah, man. If I can get an XGT, 40-volt saw. But yeah, it's having a hard time on this 45 right here. So I noticed this saw struggles on these 45, 50-degree cuts because I was cutting through some, I was making some ramps using some pressure treated, I think it was like some 2x10 cutting an angle like this, and it struggled. I mean, it got it done because I got to stop, you know, every 10 inches. But this, I'm trying to just rip this down, and this thing is sucking, bro. This thing is, let's see if I can let you see it. This thing is not wanting to do it, bro. I think it's toast. I mean, the magic smoke started coming out. I stopped it. It'll still spin, but it just won't do nothing under the load. Yeah, it smells really burnt. Oh well, I think that's toast. Let me go get another saw. There she goes. Every time I try to get a little further with it, it's smoking like crazy. It's not cutting out. Like, tool's not cutting out. This thing is just garbage, bro. It can't do hard cuts. I'm gonna get rid of this thing. Obviously, I'm getting rid of this thing, but man, no bevels for this guy. Oh well, I'll go buy another saw, man, for sure. Go ahead and kill it. I'll run it till it stops. Going very slow, light pressure. That's it. She's toast. There you got it. Can't handle it, bro. Just can't handle it. You know, I always let you guys know when this stuff doesn't cut mustard. And this one, it doesn't. Battery's great. Look at the battery on it. 2 bars. Battery's slightly warm. Yeah, man. Old brush motor just can't handle it. Well, I mean, not because it's a brush motor, but this tool, this DCS 391, it just can't handle it. I think this is like a 6 1/4. I'm gonna buy 7 1/4 saw. I thought I could make it, but I still didn't make it, so. Yeah, she's gone. All right, so let's toss this. Went to Home Depot and got an awesome deal on a new saw. So we'll just move this over to the table. I didn't get a Dewalt, I got a Makita. It's a combo kit, comes with 2 batteries, charger, and I don't mind. But I got an awesome deal on this, guys. This is the X-Ray Sierra Hotel 06 Papa Tango, and it's $400, but I got this baby on clearance. So even though it still sells for $400 in the other Home Depots, this particular Home Depot, I guess they want to get rid of them. They're not carrying them anymore. So they marked this one down, and I got it for $280, and then I used my military discount, got another $28 off. So I ended up getting it for $252 before tax. Out the door with tax, $272.16. So can't beat that. 2 5-amp-hour batteries. That's a pretty sweet deal. So let's get this all opened up, batteries charged up, and let's make this cut. All right, so this is what was in the box. Got a blade, 7 1/4, stepping up from that 6 1/2, and just regular normal circular saw size. 2 batteries and a charger, dual charger. I don't know if it's a sequential or simultaneous charging. Little dust extraction adapter for a vacuum, a bag. So I'm gonna get this plugged up. These batteries are all the way dead. Charge it up and see what we get. All right, guys, so the setup was pretty simple on this guy. Give you a good little look at the box. See what we have here. It says it has a 45-minute charge time. We're gonna test that. And onboard tool storage. I believe my Dewalt has that too. That's probably pretty standard across all of them, I hope. And then you got a button right here to lock the blade so you can take it out. And it's just normal righty-tighty, lefty-loosey on the way they got it set up. So I'm gonna be able to do more with this because it can cut more, 7 1/4 instead of 6 1/2, whatever that one is. I think it's 6 or 6 1/2. And also it goes to 56 degrees on the bevel. So when I tilt this thing like I had it to make my cut, I can make a 56-degree cut, which is gonna be advantageous. Now, once this finish charges up, I'm gonna finish ripping the cut where the Dewalt failed at, and then I'm gonna cut a new cut because my this doesn't have to be but 38 inches long. So I'll get a little testing on this. So really, I gotta take off, you know, several inches of this to fit the actual floor. It's only 38 inches long. So as you can see, this is like 46 as it sits, and that's going from the tip of the angle back. So and then I'm going to cut off about 6 inches this way. So we'll get a full rip with this Makita, and when it gets close to making my normal cut, I'll take a long level and clamp it down to keep my guide straight. I'll mark this and have a couple levels clamped down so I can make a nice straight cut. I was doing pretty good. I was watching the line, and I'll see. That's one. This one has numbers on it. DeWalt just had notches, but those notches is what I was looking, and I was just kind of like that number 2 and just following that, keeping that on the edge of the board. So I'll finish cutting this bevel, then I'll cut a straight cut, and then I'll put a new bevel on it and see what she does. All right, guys, so this thing slaps, man. It has awesome power for a cordless saw. You got to keep in mind that the only experience I have is with that DeWalt that I've had, you know, for about 3 years or more. And yeah, this is close to using a corded saw. Like, I was able to push through it pretty fast, man. It took out that bevel cut, no problem. I just got a guide board right there. I ripped it down straight. I'm gonna do another bevel cut because that seemed to be the thing that bogged down the DeWalt and ultimately killed it. And yeah, this saw has a lot of power, man. This thing, it goes pretty good. It goes pretty good. So hopefully I'm gonna get my guide board set up so I can do it with one hand and show you guys how it does on that cut. I had to go, you know, turtle slow with the Dewalt, and it still ended up burning up. With this Makita, it's nice, and I know it has a new blade in it, but I hadn't used that blade. I changed out a little while ago. I hadn't used that blade a whole lot. You know, I don't do a whole lot of carpentry work, you know, just here and there, a floor here and there. I think I put that blade in when I did the last floor job. So it's got one floor job on it. So yeah, so the blade's not, and like I said, it wasn't burning up the wood. There was no burn mark, zero, so you know the blade was good. It wasn't burning the wood. It was cutting clean. It just was struggling to do it, and then it just killed the motor. Now this is a brushless motor that's on the Makita, and it is 36 volts using the 218s. But it is just chewing through this stuff like it's just 1/4 inch plywood. So let me set this back up, guys, for the bevel cut, and let's see what we get. All right, guys, I got it set up. Let's see what she could do. I had to get it started to get this out of the way because that was hitting the board, my little guide board. So now that I got it started, taking it like normal. Hit a screw. Yeah, that's going really nice. Let's see how the screws from here. Oh yeah, it's hitting that screw. Let's get the screws out. You can see where it was going straight and then it curved in because my guide's moving. Batteries on this about dead. But I really like it's cutting through this no problem. And I definitely prefer the tool to cut out than to burn up. So I gotta pull the focus up like that, get it going first. And oh, I'm sorry, my bad, guys. All right, so made it through the cut. My cutting skills with one hand definitely isn't very well, and with the board being off, it kind of got all wobbly and crooked, but it made it through the cut, and it could cut through it fine. I hit a couple screws, and you see I didn't take all the screws out of the board yet, but it does a good job, man. It does a really good job. I got to do it again. I'll do it off camera. I got to cut this back straight because, like I said, this is too long. I'm just basically practicing with this saw. And there we go, lunch. Perfectly cooked. Oh, they can't ever get it in the restaurant right for me. This is how I like it.